beautiful love.
Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Charlie.
Okay, what's this all about?
I'm the head of science of CC Future.
Yeah.
And in addition to the sail training, which is all about personal development and soft skill development and career readiness, we also do some science education and STEM in more general terms, STEM education, so science, technology, engineering and maths.
Yeah.
And so I'm a marine biology chemist and I'm also an electronics engineer. So I've got...
You're very diverse.
Yes, I've had a few careers in my life, one of which was 20 years at the University of Plymouth as an environmental scientist before I came on to Pelican to run the science aspirations and realise that. So in the last 2 years we've introduced science education mainly to provide more knowledge to the young people about the life in the sea, the importance of anything from the plankton to the top predators like sharks and whales and seabirds.
It's becoming more important very quickly, isn't it? Because things are changing very rapidly now.
Yeah, so the oceans are so important for climate regulation, and every second breath you take is actually oxygen produced by marine life.
Yes.
Yeah, so the marine phytoplankton is producing 50% of the oxygen in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And the other 50% are produced by plants on land. So to bring this closer and to instill a sense of knowledge and connection with the kids, we're doing the science education on board. And it could be anything from taking a plankton sample, so that I show here under the microscope. This is plankton taken from just outside the ship here, in the middle of the marinas and everything that goes on here.
Yes.
It's quite diverse. There are copepods in there, there are barnacle larvae. There are some diatoms and dinoflagellates, marine algae, and it's surprisingly good quality and diverse sample I took here. Consider the impact of all the boating, the shipping, and so on. And so this is the base of the food chain, upon which everything else depends. And whether you're interested and see the intrinsic value of life in the ocean, or whether you're just interested in getting your fish and chips, doesn't matter, because all depends on having this healthy ecosystem at the bottom of the food chain that supplies everything. In addition to that, we're doing whale and dolphin surveys, seabird surveys on board. We do some citizen science projects for conservation organizations. We even provide sky observations of clouds for a project that is called NASA Globe Observer.
Yeah.
So that goes out for education and research to NASA. And so we do a lot of different diverse things, depending also on the particular scientist who is on board.
You get the feeling that the universe and the Earth is becoming a small place. The more we learn, then the smaller things become, and we realise the importance of protecting these things. Because it's so fragile. We're a very special planet.
Yeah, and for us, it's important that the kids on board, they don't only learn about how to sail the ship, how to clean the showers and the toilets, and help in the galley to cook the food that we all eat. It's also important that they understand more about the environment around them, and when they get to see the dolphins and the seals in the sea and maybe the odd whale, they will make a connection
and respect nature,
and hopefully then respect nature, maybe change their behavior to be a bit more sustainable and think a little bit closer about, do I need to buy something that is wrapped in plastic, or have I got an alternative? Or do I really need a new mobile phone every year, or can I be a bit more sustainable and keep it for 5 or 6 years? All of those things are important. And
finance and commercial things, commodities are worthless if you haven't got an environment to live in. a decent environment to live
Yeah,
in.
yes, you're right. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, and that's
yes.
what's happening with the Prime Minister at the moment with his views, you know, without getting into too much of the politics and things.
Well, there's that, yes.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Germany. Yeah, so my background is I'm from Germany.
Yeah.
I was an engineer, an electronics engineer in Germany.
Yeah.
And worked in industry as a consultant for a while.
Yeah.
And I came to the UK and studied environmental science at the University of Plymouth.
Yes.
And then did a couple of postdocs in marine biogeochemistry. So I did a PhD as well, and then postdocs in marine biogeochemistry. And then became a lecturer in environmental sciences.
Okay.
And a couple of years I changed, and now I'm a consultant.
Yeah.
And I work part-time for CC Future
Okay.
as the head of science.
Well, it's very important, and it's also, I'd say, trendy job to be in now because
Yeah.
people need to be aware, and people are, are a lot more concerned as to what's going on around them, especially when they see the climate change and the effects on the climate at the moment.
And the younger you introduce people to the beauty of nature as well as to the importance of preserving it, the better it is. That's what I feel.
Okay, thanks a lot again. Anyway.
Go away.
Yeah, so these love things. Looking at
It's a bit like skiing.
No, not all the way around, just kind of hanging out, yeah. But yeah, I would love it. I think there's no especially in the winter. It's tough.
Hello, what's your name?
Ali. My name's Ali. I'm the first mate.
How long have you been involved with the boat?
About 3 years.
Yeah, and how many crew members does it have?
We have 7 paid crew members. We have a captain, first mate, second mate. They are the watchkeeping people. So we
Yes.
do a 4-hour stint, 8 hours off and 4 hours on. We're navigating on the bridge. We also have an engineer, a cook, and a bosun and a bosun's mate. And the bosun and the bosun's mate look after the rigging and the sails. Maintenance on board, and they also do a lot of training with the youngsters and everybody else that comes aboard. We have some volunteer watch leaders who come along and they sort of guide the trainees, give them a little tuition, teach them how to steer, make sure they're in meals at the right time, and then the rest of them are the crew. And there's no passengers on board, so nobody just comes along and does nothing, so they all get involved in everything. So they'll do watch keeping, so the ship runs 24 hours a day.
And you have 40 odd members when they're all on?
Not everybody up at the same time. Sometimes if you're coming in out of port with something, we'll need to do something with the sails, and we'll get as many people out as possible to help with that, 'cause many hands make light work, so encourage as many people to come and help as possible. But they all get involved in every aspect of it. Nobody gets out of anything, so they do everything from climbing up the rigging and helping with the sails to cleaning the toilets. So,
So how did you get involved with it?
I used to work for another tour ship company, and I got involved in it by...
So it's in the blood.
It did, well, I suppose so, yes. I started off on yachts, well, dinghies and then yachts, and then I got my qualifications to do something like this because I always wanted to sail on a sort of ship.
Yeah.
So I worked for a different company before I came here. So, about 25, 30 years at sea.
Nice fun.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for that, anyway.
Okay.
Cheers, thank you.
Ladies of Plymouth, we're saying goodbye. Roll down. We'll rock you and roll you again by and by. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. Now the anchor's away and the sails are unfurled. Roll down. We're bound for the sailor halfway round the world. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. In the wide bay of Biscay, the seas are on high. Roll down. The poor sickly transports they wish they could die. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. When the wild coast of Africa it do appear, roll down. The poor nervous transports they'll tremble with fear. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. When the Cape of Good Hope it is rounded at last, roll down. The poor lonely transports so long for the past. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. When the great southern whale on our quarter to spars, roll down. The poor simple transports so goggle and shout. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And when we arrive off Australia strand, roll down. The poor weary transport so long for the land. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And when we set sail for old England shore, roll down. The poor stranded transports will see them no more. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. Then sweet ladies of Plymouth will pay all your rent. Roll down and go roving no more till our money's all spent. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. Sweet ladies of Plymouth. Plymouth for 2F. Ladies of Plymouth, we're saying goodbye. Roll down. We'll rock you and roll you again by and by. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and
30 years of culture and the arts is a free service on Love Sometime TV. Don't forget to friend and share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and support me through PayPal at tcsphoto1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video.
Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we